What is up, people? Half Slab Bacon back with another episode on the Pork Grind server. So guys, last episode during the Bastion raid, we got this beautiful Wither Rose farm done behind us. Oh yeah. So excited to get this pumpkin. Yeah. So, why did we do this? Well guys, because, plain and simple, we need the Wither Roses for this bad boy, which is going to be our future OP Wither Skull farm, or Wither Skeleton farm, or whatever you want to call it. And we need the Wither Roses from up in here to get the Wither Skeleton farm going, so that we can feed it with the Wither Skulls over here and get more Wither Roses. It's all cyclical. Yeah, cyclical. So, as promised, I said I would go over this, so let's go ahead and pop into Spectator here to make it easier, and I will show you how I set this up. As mentioned, it's in a giant block of bedrock, yeah. And the light up there, that's just to let us know we've got lots of eggs, and that if we don't do some Wither Rose farming soon, it's gonna fill up. So, pretty much how this goes is, in here, we've got our kill chamber, and there's our start button right there. We've got some lights here to let us know we got lots of potions and eggs on either side, and then the start button is also aligned with door buttons, so we can get in and out quick and the door will close behind us without letting too many chickens go. I've already done a couple runs just to make sure this is working properly, and as you can see, you do get some chickens left over. Then we've got our dispensers up in here filled with the chicken eggs, and over here we've got splash potion of poison dispensers. And what that's going to do is take all the chickens that are in here down to half a heart. From there, well, we've got this guy here that's going to fire off our last skull after the chickens are poisoned, and the rest is really just a bunch of timings, safety switches, and, you know, that kind of stuff and things. So, underneath we got minecarts going around, and you can see we got a torch there that is going to go up to fire off this guy to place our skull, and you can actually hear it's dumping the eggs these guys are laying right now because they grew up and became adults. So let's go over here. As you can see, like I said, we've got item filters set up to grab the goodies, and then all these chesticles which are filled with our splash potions and are ready to go. And then up here is kind of the heart of it. So all this wiring that you see going all over with the power on and off, that's really just for the lights and safety switches. So as you can see right now, because we didn't press the start button, this is locked. And I've got comparators out measuring the chests here running into the wires, as well as down here on each side measuring the potions here. So as soon as this hopper empties out, safety switch will click in and lock it. So that way we know it's only gonna fire if it's got both eggs and potions. That's really the bulk of this. Then, over here is the heart of our system. And you can see it's just shy of a full hopper, full for timers. And we've got one regular piston here, so it's a dead man, so it'll do one cycle and then stop and reset. Then all our button does over here is it goes down here into a little timer, and that's mainly to light the light up, and then it fires this piston, pushes a block all the way up that pushes this redstone out, turns that torch off, and that in turn is what will turn that torch in the middle right there, which will update this block and start our timer. That's really it. Like I said, the rest is for lights and safety switches Up here, we've got dual chicken farms, and they're both filling up tons of barrels and stuff, and our chests. I made sure we've got enough to do 3 rounds up here when that light goes on, which is plenty. That'll fill you up with over a chest. We get a little over a row per round is what it works out to. And then, of course, once that starts, you can see it's going to push an observer down here, and the timing is going to go down this chain here. All these are just connected for timing to fire off the poison. This goes down. You can see it goes into that piston, pulls this block back, which basically lowers that block, which allows our system to get ready. And then when the timer's finished, it's going to send a pulse back up by resetting that, which is going to go into this block and split off 3 ways. So, first it's going to send a pulse from either side up, and that's going to fire round 1 of potions. Then the next one will come when this one comes to the center, and it's both going to place the head to activate the wither, and as you can see, it splits off on either side and fires off another round of potions. And all that does is just go into the block here on either side and go up and fire off via this. Not really complicated, it's just a lot of wiring. Then, of course, we've got our minecarts picking stuff up, the filters that I showed you. So that's pretty much it, guys. Up here, we've got our elevators going into chests, and they come into the center chest here, which allows them to come down into these chesticles. Alright, so as stated, as long as these lights are on, the safety switches are in fact off, and then we're free to go ahead and push the button here. And you can see it starts firing off the eggs, and it's going to run the cycle of that hopper with these eggs to fill the whole thing up. Then it's going to fire the potions. And of course, I've got a chest here where we're going to keep our stock of our skulls and our soul sand for refilling the center. So it's really as simple as just doing this and waiting. Alright, as you can see, once the eggs stop coming out, bang, our wither comes out. These guys get their poison. They get their time for the poison to kick in before he goes off. And bam. And as you can see, it doesn't really do any damage to us. We're far enough away. Few chickens do get left. But then you have the option of either just sitting here and letting them suffocate, or going in and killing them. Either way, all the stuff that we don't want will get picked up and thrown into trash dispensers underneath, and the system will pick up all our beautiful wither roses, and of course, our beacon stars. Eventually, I want a beacon here so that we can make this a little less work. We're going to set that up after we build the wither skeleton farm. Here we go. Bam. And it's done. So from there, all we need to do is come over here. And we're just going to go and fill this back in for the next person that comes along and wants to farm some wither skulls. Alright guys, so now that I have a shulker full of wither roses, which should do me, and there's actually a little bit more in there still. We've got that run down, you can see the lights off, so now it has lots of time to fill back up with eggs and get ready for us to rock it with this farm. Unfortunately, while we were tearing it down, we set up this temporary base stuff and things, which happens to be in the way. Because the center point to the farm. So, you know what? You're coming down anyways. Basically, our kill area is right here. So I've got to spend hours tearing all this stuff down and moving it out of the way over here somewhere so that I can begin work on the farm. Alright, peeps. It's all cleaned up, finally. Now we gotta start working on the farms, and this is gonna be our color palette, I think. Oh, and if you're wondering about, the dark mode, and the different ones you may have seen while I've been doing this, basically I tried a couple other people's dark modes, and I don't like them. They all have problems. So I decided it would just be easier to build my own. So I'm working on that. It's pretty much done. Got a couple things I want to work out yet, but we're getting there. So, the first thing we need here, peeps, should probably go up a little higher, is to establish where our piglins can go. Because, I mean, really, there's like one method now. That's basically it. It's another farm they've uber simplified, where there's really only one way, one correct way to make a Wither Skelly farm. It's the meta, and anything else is simply no good. I was gonna do one with like slime block pushers and all that kind of cool stuff, but yeah, what can I tell you? That's not really a thing anymore, people. It's not gonna be a thing, okay? Nope. They've ruined that. It's not efficient anymore. So, let's go over like mechanics. Both these blocks are marked at the center of the cross sections, and this would have been like the wall of the cross section. That would have been the floor. So, 1.17 is coming. Yeah. And we're kind of back to the way Wither Skelly farms originally worked in 1.17. There's multiple hitboxes, but for a while now, the entire Nether Fortress's hitbox was available to you so long as you used Nether Brick to get Skellies to form. It's not supposed to be a thing, guys. That's a bug. It's a bug that's been around for a few years. They're fixing it in 1.17. So now you're only going to have the hitboxes of each section of the fortress that the Skellies will actually spawn in. Which means we are kind of limited, unfortunately, to 3 floors in each cross section. That's it. That's all we're going to get. So, yeah, that's just deal with it, okay, guys? It's how it is now. You have to deal with it. So, 3, whoop, nope, not that yet. So, if you go right at the floor, so that's 1 floor, you can get 3 floors by going 1 above. So you can see we've got 3 blocks here, right? Very important. 1, 2. It looks like more. Very important. We have to make sure. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And then, if I can get on the side here. Dang it, Bobby! I hate it when it does that. Why does it always do that? Well, it's gotta be a thing. There. There. Now that's thing. So our next floor will be here. So 1 above, 1 below. That's how it works out. Yep. And the reason we use the cross sections is because it's the only area where you actually get 1, 2, 3, a 19 by 19 space. So once we mark this out, and we have a feeling that's not going to be a thing. Yeah, I knew it. Ha! Suck it, game. 1, 2, 3. There's our spot right there. This will be our bottom floor. And the reason I'm putting this glass up is because this is where we're going to trap piglins. And then after we trap piglins, we are going to use Wither Roses is the new meta, because now they block every spawn except for the Wither Skellies. So that's it, guys. New meta is officially here. That's what you get. Ugh! That's too expensive to get rid of. I'm gonna have to go back down there for it. So we got 3 here. And then I'm gonna go with a slab up top. And we're gonna encase these in glass. So I'm gonna have to go a 21 by 21. So 10 out on each side. And that'll be our roof. And then once we get this laid out on either side, then the focus is going to be getting some piglins in here. That should be fun. Alright, for some strange reason, those stupid gas keep spawning every time I come over here. It's super annoying. Hopefully he goes away. I wanted to work over here, you jerk. So I got all these in. Yeah, so walls, so 2 of these guys can fit in here. I'm sure you've seen this on other people's videos by now. And they can fall and get punched in the penis and fall till they end up in a trap, and we punch them in the face, and yeah, it'll be all good. But we need like a drop trap underneath here. Alright people, testing done, drop traps in, I even got the redstone done. So this is what it looks like, and we're gonna drop down from the lowest platform to show you. So they drop down like so, and the puppies are there, and that'll scare them, and they'll push. And I wanted puppies because if we use like pistons or something, we're gonna have multiple guys coming from up there, and it'll probably be too fast and the pistons will get jammed. So the puppy gives them a little bit of a delay. It's actually too much on servers right now, compared to single player, which I'm a little bit confused with, but we're gonna work with that and maybe even use it to our advantage. So they'll drop down here, puppy will freak them out, and then they'll get pushed down here, get pushed by a piston set up into the center, and then there's a puppy here. And he should scare them out here. And once they get out here, they're actually in range of this guy. And they'll see him, and they'll run to attack him, and they'll fall down here, which is amazeballs. And then we got our lovely kill chamber down here. And that glass is actually going to be for our lava. Right now I got a hopper there, but we're going to put lava, and it's going to be our trash can. So you'll be able to see the swords fall down when you're killing. And if you start seeing like bones or coal or a wither skull fall, you'll know the system is completely filled. So yeah, let's go ahead and pop into spectator here so I can give you guys an easy view of all this. So basically, we've got our filtration system set up and crammed in up here, item sorting, and kind of just see how it wraps into our chesticles here on each side. And then on this side, we've got 2 coal and 1 setup for bones. I used the bone block just because it looks better in retrospect compared to over here, where we've got 1 row for our wither skulls, because that's by far the lowest drop, and 2 more coal. Mostly because, like, we've already got multiple farms for bones, so we probably don't need to collect that many here. I think most people will be more interested in the coal, and the skulls, of course. So how this works is, if we come over here, you can see down here we've got all our hoppers from the kill chamber, and just ignore that one with the chest, that's just temporary. They come, we got a lovely dropper elevator here. Typical, I'm using the observers and the piston with a delay setup. And that comes up here, and puts it into a chesticle. And then that chesticle, if you see, routes through these hoppers all the way around over our filters, all the way around here over our filters again, and then all the way back. So a lot of hoppers, but I wanted a good look here, so yeah, we can afford it. We have a mega OP iron farm, right? So yeah, then it just comes down into our dropper here, which we've got another observer thingy going on. And just to compact it, so I could keep this looking good and keep it in a small space, it goes over an observer with the delay, 4-tick delay, into a piston, pushes down. This guy sees that one sees that one sees that one sees that, powers the block, and then it spits the stuff and things out, and it'll fall down this way, past our piglin, and into what will be, in the very short future, our lava stuff and things. Gonna have the lava stuff and things here. Actually, I think I might need to come in and replace that with one of these red nether bricks, just because that's probably gonna look weird. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh, and this guy, I lucked out, spawned in while I was building, so I named him and got him in place since I was building anyways. So the next step is we need 6 more, so I'm gonna have to build a platform here. And if we were to look at the way the fortress is built, we take a look at a screenshot like so. You can clearly see in this area here, there was no real fortress area, so we're gonna have to build the platform on this side. But that's next. Before we do that, we gotta build a beacon. So, just to give you guys another view, these are the same on either side. So, piglin in each one, they're all gonna run in the thing, fall down, dog will scare them, they'll run off, because all these trapdoors, and then fall down here. And I think I'm actually gonna switch all these to 2 ticks, just as a safety precaution, so I don't have to worry about this leaving a block behind if it goes too fast, or we get some server timing issues. Then this puppy scares them, they run out here, they'll run along this way, he'll shoot them, eventually his crossbow's gonna break, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, it's a thing. And then, yeah, they'll fall down, and we'll kill them all, and it'll be amazing. So we're gonna come over up in here, and we're gonna craft up 3 beacons using the stars that I got from the Wither Rose stuff and things. Bam! And you know what? I just realized, because I removed this, we're gonna put this here while we work, so a ghast doesn't spawn over here and try and shoot our faces. So yeah, perfect spot. I'm gonna go a 3 beacon, and these guys, man, I tell ya, these guys have been a royal pain in my butt. I have lots of magma cube heads now though because of them, so that's the thing. Yeah, go away. All right, beacon's in. I decided to color it orange, which is the thing. It's amazing, and it's time to go up and poke a hole in the ceiling. So as you can see, I've got my fireproof stuff and things, and some spare blocks, because I ran out of these, so I don't know that this actually made it to the ceiling or not. I think it's short by a few blocks, probably. Yep, we're short. Hi, Peggy! This is uneventful, apparently. Ooh, we should probably fill this in, since I'm here. Yeah, probably. One, finally, got one. You have no idea, guys. I've flown so many times, it's ridiculous. It's legit ridiculous. Let's get ready here. Come here, little guy. Come here. Hey. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, come here, little guy. Yeah, keep going up that. Good boy. Good boy. Hey. Look. Go get it. There you go. Yeah, you saw it. Go get it. Go get it. Are you stuck? There you go. There you go. Aha! Perfect. Yeah, you're stuck now, stupid. There you go. I don't even care about what you're gonna give me. Just grow up and be a thing. Now I only have to do this like 20 more million times. We got another one. Oh boy, oh boy. Come here, dum-dum. Come here. Look what I got. Look what I got. You. You're gonna make this difficult, aren't you? Yeah, go that way. That's the way I want you. Good boy. Good boy. Get on up there. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Hey. Look. There's gold. Hey, stupid. Come on. Yeah, I don't care about the crying obsidian. Get in there. Ah, stupid. There you go. Get in there. Ah! Suck it. Last one. Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing. Oh. I had to replace the baby. Yeah. Had to replace the baby. Alright. Time to go in and lay the floor down. Hopefully I can do this without causing too many spawns. You know. May be a thing. May not be a thing. I don't even know. I guess we'll find out the hard way. Can I get... This is gonna be the tricky part. I want an underbelly here. Crap. Just cuz. You know what? It might be easier. To go from here. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So, I'm gonna work my way from the bottom up and try and do it in small sections. You can see I've got enough nether brick, and I've got the netherrack and the wither roses. So I'm gonna work from the bottom up in small sections, like start over there, work this way, put the wither roses down as I go, and hopefully I won't have to battle too many of the baddies. I'm hoping. I doubt it. Guess I'll find out. Okay, Bacon's getting more SMRT, so I learned, don't do this if they have a crossbow, because they're gonna shoot you for a bit while you're working. So, what I'm gonna try and do is get the last layer put in above me before I even go up that far, so I can finish opening the chesticles before I go up. And as far as the swords and the crossbows go, the crossbow guys, eventually their bows are gonna break, and they'll stop shooting the wither skeletons. So we could get a few dead wither skeletons on the platforms prior to that, but eventually, yeah, they do use durability, so they're just gonna end up breaking their bows, and then sitting there like dummies with nothing to do, which is the important part. I'm more concerned about the dead spots of having those fences there, because I have seen a few guys on the other layer that just kind of hang out if they're at just the right angle. They don't move because the fence is blocking their AI from seeing the piggies. So they'll kind of hang out there until their AI gets them to move randomly. At which point then they'll see the piggies and move. I mean, it's a bit of a delay, it's not much, and I kind of wanted to leave this middle one here, just so they don't, you know, get caught on it when they're falling. So it's like, one imperfect thing above another, I guess. And yeah, I didn't have much problem other than the pig shooting me. See, there's some going right there. You can kind of see how he hasn't seen him yet? He's got to move around, then he sees him. It's a bit of a delay. Not too bad, though. All right, people. The farm is done. We're days later now, but check it out, homies. Check it out. Watch these guys roll back in. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. You can see them falling on either side. So I did make some changes. It's actually a couple days later since I finished the platforms. Bosco and I kind of played around, worked out some kinks over here, started slabbing the ceiling, and then I finished off slabbing the ceiling today and went for a little swim with fire resistance and night vision and water breathing and all that good stuff. Slabbed all the caves underneath. So yeah, we're almost done with the spawn area. There's actually one little section over here. You can see where our glass line is, and you can see this overhang still, and we've got spawns there. And this section here isn't quite done. You can see how it comes here, but then we've got like a Z shape out here. So we still got to finish this. That's not quite done yet. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. It's pretty good already. Whoa, that was weird. So I'm not too worried. You can see all the little holes, though. Took about 7 shulkers of bricks that we tore down from the fortress to slab everything and get it where it is right now. It's awesome. Check this out. I already emptied a couple stacks out of this, and just while I was cleaning up my shulker boxes and organizing, I'd come over here and hit them each time I was doing a run back to spawn or my base, and already a couple more. The first couple stacks went in there, by the way, guys, to get that stocked up and ready to go. So let's go ahead and switch into spectator here so I can show you guys the changes. So before we had the redstone like right in here, and they kept getting stuck because they come in too fast and you need the walls to keep them from getting stuck, but they'd actually get jammed in between the walls and the redstone. So Bosco and I tried getting the dogs up here, bred more puppies, brought them up here, and tried it that way, and it was good. But for some reason, when they fell down here, we'd only have one puppy here. They'd jump back and forth and like not aggro quick enough. So we just made it a straight drop, put the puppies in on either side, and it's good to go. Yeah, I like it, guys. I like it a lot. We've got our last 2 puppies here, in case anything should ever happen. And the beacon effects there, and I colored them orange in keeping with kind of the orange theme we got going on down here. But yeah, this is just, oh, it's so good, guys. They come in so fast. I haven't timed it, but we're for sure in the hundreds. So, one major project that has taken literally months, and I've been recording this episode for weeks now, so I'm excited that I can finally get this episode off to you guys. Because, yeah, quite the bit of work here, guys. Quite the bit of work to get this thing going. But it's going, and I'm ecstatic. So, what do you think, guys? Let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'll get on my base on the server. Actually, I've got other farm ideas. Don't kid yourself. We're in 1.16 here. So, as always, guys, smash that like if you enjoyed the episode to help others like yourself who might enjoy the content find the channel. And if you're new and you haven't already, hit that sub button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.